As the world turns.
Did Meg come back with you?
Yes. She went to see Holden. She still doesn't want her family to know where she's been.
I was worried sick about you.
I let you down, Lily. This whole year, a lot of things have changed.
For me too. Why can't things be like the way they were? Last year, everything was so simple, you and me against the world. Then there was Meg and Holden, and everything's changed. I wish it could be the way it was.
I do too. I'd give anything. But it can't.
Why, Dusty?
Never should have let you fly to Santa Fe by yourself. And you never should have lied to your mother.
Oh, I'm sorry about that, Dr. Dixon, honest. But I did get Dusty back, didn't I?
Yeah, I was with your mother last night. I couldn't even look her in the...
Meg, that is you.
Hi, Mrs. Walsh. How are you?
Hello, John.
Hello. What are you doing here?
Not to rub salt in old wounds, there's a board meeting. Dear, when did you get back from your friend's camp?
Well, just now. I haven't even been home yet. How's Lily?
Oh, Lily's wonderful. She telephoned me this morning. I'm certainly hoping that you two girls will come out and have lunch with me or a swim, or maybe we can go on another shopping spree.
Oh, I'd love that. Honestly, I cannot understand why she wants to spend her summer out of that dirty old farm when she's got so much at home.
Yes, well, the child takes all of that for granted. You might remind her occasionally what a lucky girl she is.
I tell her all the time.
Have you seen your brother Holden?
No, I was just about to go out to the stables to see him.
Oh, well, I'm afraid you won't find him there. No, he's got a new job now. He has a job working for Tad Channing.
I sure got a lot to learn before you leave, Mr. Channing.
Oh, I know. Now, I want you to concentrate on the ledgers. That's the best way to learn the business. Then I'll show you around the sites and introduce you to the foreman.
Okay.
I'll keep this office open for at least a year, and if you work out, I'll keep it open permanently. So you can see this job's going to be pretty much what you make out of it.
Right.
All right? Okay, now, these are the ledgers. Iva says you've got a good mind for business, so I'm sure you'll be all right with it. I'm telling you, Sheldon, he's the perfect patsy. I'll put him in charge. Then in a few months, I'll demand an audit and accuse him of embezzlement.
I don't know too much about this kind of bookkeeping, Mr. Channing. I could probably get Iva to help me out, though.
Iva? No. No, I don't want you to show these to Iva. This information is very confidential. Now, I want your word that none of the information in these books ever gets outside this company.
Sure.
Good.
I understand.
Turns. This portion brought to you today by Ultra Pampers. Even when they're wet, they're dry. And by Mr. Clean. For a clean so shiny, you have to ask, is it wet or is it dry?
Iva, good morning.
Hi.
Don't tell me trouble at the Walsh site.
No, not at all. I just came by to see my brother.
Oh, well, I was just giving him a quick rundown of his duties. I think he's going to catch on fast. Here, I'll just take these and lock them up until you're ready to start.
Okay, thanks.
You know, I thought you would have listened to Seth, since obviously you have not listened to me.
I just cannot turn this job down. I just feel it's the best opportunity I'm ever going to get.
I know that's what it looks like, but it's not. I just don't like the idea of you working for Tad.
Oh,
Holden.
Hi, this is my sister, Iva Snyder. Iva, this is Mr. Channing's secretary.
Lori. Yes,
Hi,
ma'am?
yeah, it's right here.
Well, could you go over it with Holden in my office when he's free?
Oh, I'm free right now. Let's go. See you later, okay?
You know, I'm really very impressed with your kid brother.
You know, I really thought that you'd changed, but now that I see your secretary, I'm thinking of all the other secretaries you ever hired, and very few took dictation.
Okay, I've made some mistakes, but I've done some things right. I've given jobs to Steve. I helped Betsy when she was looking for her sister. I gave your brother a job he'd never get anyplace else to help him pay off the debts on the farm, and you still look at me like I'm a criminal.
I just can't figure you out, that's all.
You'll never forgive me for that day in my hotel room, will you? I guess I can't blame you. I just wanted you so much I lost control. I regret that more than anything else I've ever done in my life. That's why I gave you back the ring. I know I have no right to wear it now.
Well, I've been thinking a lot about that ring. And I realized that when I gave you that ring, we were very happy together. And I'd like to still think that what we had together was very special and was something good in it. So I'm going to give it back to you.
Thank you. This means a lot to me.
Please, be good to Holden, okay? Because he's very much like I was when I first started working for you. He's very young. He's very experienced.
I'll do everything I can to help him, I promise.
Tad, I love him very much. And you know, if you're good to him, I will think a lot better of the time that we shared together. You tell him I had to leave, okay?
Sure. See you at the side.
I can't believe Holden is working for Mr. Channing. Iva must be having a fit.
John, do you think you could find it in your heart to get me a cup of coffee? Black.
As long as I'm up, is there anything else I can get you?
Meg, dear, that'll be all. You and Lily, you're still close friends, aren't you?
Well, I try to be a good friend to her.
I just wanted to ask you something. And I want you to be frank. Now, don't be shy. I mean, what's the point of being shy about anything? I wondered if you'd noticed whether there's escalation of feelings between Holden and Lily. You know, action. I just wondered if Lily had said anything to you.
Well, Lily's crazy over Dusty.
Well, of course she is. But your brother's very attractive, and he is certainly different than the boys she's used to, and I just wondered if you'd noticed anything. I'm uneasy.
Well, I think she likes him, but that's all. I know that Holden's not interested in her.
Oh, how do you know that?
Oh, well, we talk a lot. And besides, she's too young for him. He likes older women. He always has lots of them falling all over him.
Oh. Well, all right. You must get in touch with me, and you and Lily come anytime. We go on a trip. We go, my darling, let's go on a dream vacation. Whatever you like.
Oh, I'd love to. Oh, no, my mama wouldn't let me. She wants me to work in the fields now that I'm out of school. I was hoping that I'd get a job, but...
You want a job?
Oh, in the worst way.
Well, for heaven's sake, we ought to be able to find something here at the hospital.
Oh, do you think so?
Well, of course. I'll pull a few strings. I'll make a few phone calls. I'll get back to you.
Oh, say, what about this coffee?
You drink it, John. It's better in the boardroom.
What an incredible woman.
What are you going to do?
to get the courage up to go see John. But I'm not going to run away again because that doesn't solve anything.
I can remember you telling me that before.
Yeah. It's really easy to say that to someone else. I know you think I let you down. And I don't blame you. I feel really bad right now about a lot of things.
I have to ask you a question, Dusty.
Go ahead.
When you and Meg were in Santa Fe together, did you... I can just tell by looking in those beautiful blue eyes.
Lily.
What does that do?
Oh, we used to use it to sift rocks out of the soil. I swear I'm gonna get it started again one of these days. We used to have an ice house over there. Oh, those woods over there are part of our land, too.
It's just beautiful.
Those trees were here when my great-grandparents came. They cleared all the rest for planting. But they wanted to leave some of the woods the way they found it. It's all full of wildlife, birds.
I can see why you love this place so much.
I'm glad you decided to come out here today.
Well, I wasn't going to with the family at the house, but my mom thought it would be good for me. I have to.
Lily.
She looks upset.
Yeah, I guess they had a fight.
Not easy being 17. All mixed up. Worries about fitting in. So many confused emotions in it.
Oh, maybe I was just lucky. When I was 17, I was so busy working here, taking care of my brothers and sisters, I didn't have time for much else.
Well, you didn't miss much. It was so awful. I thought I'd never get through it, but you do. Come out stronger somehow.
I think that's true of any painful experience in your life. Like the one you're going through now. You come through stronger than before. And let it be true. You will too.
He took that job?
Yeah, I started today.
I don't get it. He hates Chance. Okay, Holden. Now, all the brains for Andropolis Construction are right here in this tiny room.
He's referring to your sister, Holden.
I suppose I don't have to introduce my new assistant?
No.
Steve, if you and Ivan can show him the ropes.
Sure, I'll show you around.
Well, then I'll leave you in their capable
thanks.
hands, and I'll see you at the office.
All right, bye-bye.
Oh, Steve, what have you decided about the Chicago job?
Well, I've thought about it, and, look, I tell you what, if you bring all the work that you've done so far up to the code, then, I guess I'd be a fool not to take you up on it.
Great. I'll have Sheldon draw up the contracts.
Okay.
Oh, and, please give my sympathy to your wife and the Hughes family.
Oh, yeah, I will.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Well, I guess I just took the Chicago job.
I'm glad you did.
See, he's all ready to start bossing us around. See, you're so quick to start that, you know?
I'm afraid they're both out of the office right now.
Well, do you mind if I wait? I really want to see my brother.
Sure. I'm going out to lunch now, but make yourself comfortable.
Okay.
Here.
Great, thanks. Oh, Holden, you're so lucky. I can't believe it.
Well, Meg Snyder.
I was just waiting for Holden. I hope it's okay.
Of course. No, I'm very glad to see you here. Looking lovely, as always.
Anything on your mind, Dr. Brady?
No, nothing. Nothing. You know what? I just called Franny. She's out at the Snyder farm with that jolly green giant.
Well, it's good for her to go out and get some fresh air. And Seth is a very nice guy.
Yeah, well, she seems to think so. She spends an awful lot of time with the guy.
Casey, you're the one who said that you didn't want to get involved with anybody, not serious about anyone. You better watch out. I might start to think you're getting human like the rest of us.
Yeah, well, I can't eat any more of this. I gotta get back to work.
Oh, Casey, I'm gonna go to the services for Chris later. Do you want to come with me?
I don't know. I was gonna go, but I think Seth's gonna be there, and I don't think Dr. Hughes is gonna be too thrilled to see my face.
Not true. He told me himself that he appreciates your being there for Franny. He really did.
You said that?
Mm-hmm. So why don't you go with me, okay?
Okay. All right, I'll see you later, all right?
Okay.
Can I talk to you for a minute?
Yeah, sure.
Dusty's back.
Oh, John, that's wonderful.
Yeah. But I had to hear it on the grapevine. He's been back for a couple of hours. He hasn't tried to call me, get in touch, anything.
Oh. Well, it's probably just working up the nerve, you know?
Yeah, I suppose. Boy, it's hard to be a father. These days, I'm telling you, these kids, they want to mess up their lives. They're determined, and I have to sit by and watch it. There's nothing you can do.
Well, there's one kid of yours who's back on the track. Margot's getting her marriage back together.
Have you talked to her?
John, she loves Tom. So instead of putting a curse on everything, why don't you just let her know you're on her side?
I am on her side. All I've ever really wanted was her happiness.
Yeah. Well, I think that's the same thing for Dusty, too. Why don't you tell him that?
I'm back.
Yeah.
How you doing?
I'm glad you're back, you know. Oh, I missed you when you were gone. I'm glad you're back.
No, come on. I'm sorry. Same thought there. You want to tell me why you were crying?
Dusty's back. He came to visit me out here.
I thought that would make you happy.
Things are so different between us, Iva. They're never going to be the same the way they used to be again.
Yeah, but, I mean, things change, people change. That's not necessarily bad. In fact, I bet you and Dusty find something better than what you had. And I really think you ought to try to work it out with him.
I got it. Hello?
Lemonade.
Oh, yes. Yes, just a moment. Lily, it's for you. It's your mother's secretary.
Hi, Jane. How are you? Of course I'm fine. I'm fine. Yes, I'm enjoying myself.
I don't know how you can bear not telling her.
Oh, look at her,
that's for
Mama.
sure.
I would just tear her up.
Come on. Yeah.
She loves you very much.
Yes, I'm talking to Major.
Yeah, well, I have to think about her and not me. I'm just going to be a very good friend to her this summer, so she'll be stronger and more sure of herself when she goes home.
That's my girl.
Hi, Mom. Hi.
Ah, darling, hi. I'm so sorry we got cut off earlier. It was long distance and it was very important.
I understand.
Honey, I miss you. I miss you so terribly. I do want to do something on this vacation with you. I really do. Could we go on a trip? We can even take little Meg Snyder if you want to. We can go to Paris. We can go to Tahiti.
No, I'm not ready to come home yet. Dusty came here this morning. I just saw him, and things aren't going so hot.
Well, that's a perfect time to get away. You won't be leaving so much behind.
No, I have to stay and try and work things out, Mom. I have to at least try. It's no good running away.
So, when will Holden be back?
Oh, he should be back soon. He's over at the Walsh Tower site.
Oh, I can't wait to see that. I was talking to Mrs. Walsh today. I mean, she's so nice.
Well, I'm glad to hear that. You know, I had the feeling that your sister doesn't get along so well with her.
Oh, that's putting it mildly. She and Iva hate one another.
Is there any reason for that?
Well, Iva won't talk about it, but I've heard some things. Put some things together for myself.
Well, do you know what the problem is?
Well, I don't know whether I should say anything. Iva would kill me. And I don't even know whether it's true or not.
I'd really like to hear what you think.
Well, it's only a guess, but a very educated guess.
This portion of As the World Turns has been brought to you today by Downy, the fabric softener that combines skin-loving softness with the airy April freshness you love. And by Mountain-Grown Folgers Coffee. Folgers, the best part of waking up. We'll continue with part 2 of As the World Turns in just a moment. And now part 2 of As the World Turns.
As crazy as this sounds, I really think it's why Iva and Mrs. Walsh are always at each other's throats. Oh, but you've got to promise that you'll never repeat this to anyone.
Oh, it'll stay strictly between us.
Okay.
Meg?
Holden, there you are. Hi.
What are you doing here?
Was that all you can say? I thought you'd be glad to see me. I just got back this morning.
How'd it go at the site?
I'm just so surprised. Everything went fine. I learned a lot.
That's good. Well, I have a luncheon date, so I'll see you later, Holden. It's nice seeing you again, Meg. Mm-hmm. And, maybe we can continue our conversation sometime.
I'd like that.
Great. Goodbye. See you later.
Why didn't you tell me you were coming home? You could have messed everything up.
I tried to call home, but Lily answered. Don't worry. Everything's fine. I've talked to Dr. Dixon.
What are you going to tell Mama?
I'm going to tell her that Mr. Hogle brought me back. I've got my bags at the bus station. I'll hitch a ride home. She'll
And
believe
Dr.
me.
Dixon's not going to say anything?
No, I've convinced him that I'm the one that should tell my family when the time is right.
About Lily. She knows you were in Santa Fe.
Yeah, well, I'm dreading seeing her. But hopefully she won't say anything. Hey, what happened between you two?
Sometimes things just don't work out like you planned. But I'll be all right. That's why I'm here.
What do you mean?
Never mind.
How much is Channing paying you anyway?
Enough. And this is only the beginning. I'm nobody's stable boy now. Nobody's ever gonna look down on me again. It's good seeing Stu again, and living on the ranch is good. Life out west isn't exactly the way I remembered it. I know you could have told me that, but I had to figure it out for myself, isn't that right?
I'm glad you did.
I'm waiting for an explosion from you.
Yeah. No explosion, okay? I'm just very glad that you're back. I don't want to put pressure on anything right now. What happened is over. It's history, okay?
Thank you.
I'm curious about one thing. Why did you come back? Is this your own decision? Did you talk it over with somebody else? What?
Dusty, promise me you won't tell John or anyone else I came out to Santa Fe to be with you. If it got back to my family, I could never go back home.
It was my own decision.
Okay. Have you seen Lily since you're back?
John, let's not talk about Lily, okay? I'd really like that to be a ground rule. No more talk about Lily.
Okay, fine. What are your plans?
I'd like to get a job.
Really? What kind of job?
I don't think I can afford to be too picky about it. Just something so I could pay my way.
You don't have to pay your way.
I'd like to.
Okay, good, fine. What if I were to look into some orderly work here around the hospital for you?
That's good. Thanks a lot.
Well,
I know this is a far cry from Harvard, John, and I'm sure I see that I'm disappointing you. But I'm disappointing myself, too. But I'd like to straighten things out my own way, okay?
Hey, Dusty, when'd you get back in?
Oh, hi. Just today.
Good to see you. You look great. We missed you around here. John's been grouchier than ever, if possible. How's your love life?
Mixed up.
Yeah? Well, join the club.
I'm glad I came out. It's a wonderful walk.
Well, I love showing off the farm.
I can tell.
Would you like some lemonade?
Oh, yes, please. It'd be nice.
Oh, you know, I missed this place so much when I was living in Chicago, especially in the summertime. Where those buildings held in the heat, the pavement. Oh, God, it's like living in a blast furnace. Sometimes I felt like I couldn't breathe. And I'd just dehydrate and end up as a little spot on the sidewalk.
Hard for me to picture you living there.
Yeah, same for me, even when I was doing it.
Well, cheers. Here's to your being home where you belong and never having to leave again, huh?
I'll drink to that.
Now I know why you always seem so together. You know what you want to do with the rest of your life. What?
Well, let's just say I know where I want to be.
Well, you want to continue working on the farm with your mother, don't you?
I want to do whatever I need to do in order not to lose the farm. I mean, I want to go on living here. It's in my blood, just like it is for Mama. Now, if that means working the fields to keep it going, I'd be content to do that, but...
But what?
Oh, not so sure I can put it into words.
Well, try. Seth, whatever it is, you can talk to me about it. I mean, goodness, I've told you about everything. My grandfather and Kevin and the scholarship stuff that's hard to explain, but I know that you understand. You've helped me so much. Let me return the favor, huh?
Franny, I'm glad if my listening has helped. But see, you were talking about real things. Things that happened to you. Feelings about someone special. You see, my problem is that most of the stuff going on inside me isn't what most people would call real.
I don't understand.
Damnest part of it all is I'm not so sure I understand it myself. You see, with me, it's ideas and feelings about people and places and things that have become almost too important to me. They're not real the way most people think of things that you can reach out and touch or hold on to, or feelings about someone special that's changed your life the way yours for Douglas and Kevin did. I want so much to be able to put this into words, but when I try, like now, I can't even do that.
Well, you did an awfully good job earlier when you talked about the meadows. We were standing on that hill looking down at the meadows, and you told me what they'd meant to you, how they changed constantly, but in your mind, they're always the way they were the very first time you saw them.
Words come easy when I'm with you.
I guess I better get going, huh?
Look, do you think it'd be all right if I went with you to your grandfather's service today?
I'd like that very much.
Franny, from what you've said, you've made it clear that you're not ready to think of any one person as special in your life right now.
No, I'm not.
I'm a patient sort of guy. I'm not going anywhere. But since I've said this much, I've got to tell you that I feel something for you when I'm with you that I've never really felt before. I love looking at you, being with you, hearing the sound of your voice. And when I'm not, well, I guess it's the first time I've ever known what loneliness is all about.
Thank you, Seth. That's a lovely compliment.
It's all true. And when I am with you, like today, even when we don't say anything, our silences are very special. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Oh, Lord, you feel good.
I've just been giving Lucinda a little inspection tour.
Yeah, I'm enjoying myself immensely. I feel like I'm Cleopatra. I'm watching my plinth go up stone by stone.
Steve's done an excellent job. He even caught some slips in the specifications that Tonio and I used. Saved us a lot of time and money.
I'm really impressed.
Well, so am I. I'm even turning a job over in Chicago.
Yeah.
You are?
Big job, yeah.
For you.
Yeah, just a second. It's Craig, for you.
Oh.
Let me show you the setup
Hi,
of the
Craig.
defense here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm glad you called. I was thinking maybe you could come by for dinner tonight. I know Lily would love it.
So we put the Henry Moore in the plaza, you see, and you'll be able to see it through these walls because these walls are completely glass, and the fountains are over here.
Yeah.
It'll be perfect.
Marvelous. Hey, that's a very unusual ring. I don't think I ever noticed that before.
Well, I haven't worn it for a while. It was a gift from Iva.
Great. Yeah, I think if you come by early, maybe we can go for a swim.
Ambrose,
Oh, Lily, good to see you.
is everything okay?
Yes, nothing wrong. No, just some legal business I have to talk over with you.
Oh, I got a little nervous when Mrs. Snyder told me that you were here. Is everything okay? Everything's okay?
Yeah.
Listen, honey, I've been going out to the fields. If you need me, that's where I'll be. Mr. Bingham, make yourself at home, please.
Well, thank you. Oh, this is a charming old house. I can understand why you like to visit here.
It's not the house, Ambrose. It's the people in it.
I wonder if you know how much your mother misses you.
I miss her, too. But if I was home, I wouldn't see her that much. She's so busy.
Not too busy to remember that you have a very important birthday coming up. That's what I want to talk to you about. When you were born, your father set up a special fund for you. That money comes to you on your 17th birthday.
I didn't know my father left me any money. I thought he lost everything before he died.
Yes, but he never touched your fund. It's grown into quite a substantial amount. Well, aren't you going to ask me how much?
How much?
Well, nearly $250,000. Now, your mother wants to arrange a party for you. Any kind of a birthday party that you'd like. And present that to you.
Wait. Why didn't she tell me about this herself?
Well, she thought it'd be better if I explained the legal aspects of the fund to you. In case you have any questions. Do you have any questions?
No.
Well, then I can go ahead and tell her to go ahead with the celebration.
No. Please tell her I want to talk to her. I have some questions, Ambrose, but they're for her, not her lawyer.
Vicar Channing. I'm sorry Mr. Channing isn't in at the moment. Would you like to leave a message? Hold on a minute, please. It's your lawyer, Sheldon Harper.
Oh, tell him I'm taking the office.
Mr. Snyder's working in there.
Look, I want you to take these over to Sheldon at my hotel suite. He's waiting for them. He knows what they are.
Anything else?
Not right now. Shelley. Yeah, I'm sending my girl over now with the specs for the contracts. I want you to have them ready for Andropolis in the morning. No, Sheldon, you're going to have them ready or you can start looking for somebody else to pay your retainer. I'm leaving late tomorrow and those contracts have got to be signed. Okay. Holden Snyder started working for me. Yeah, he's looking at the books now. Nah, he'll never catch the discrepancies. He's too green. No, he won't. He's so hungry, it's a joke. He'll be right in place to take the fall. All right, just make sure you have those contracts ready in the morning so Steve can sign them before he gets his little surprise package. Oh, sure, he'll walk off the Walsh job and the Chicago job both. And then I'll sue him and wipe him out emotionally and financially at the same time. You're a born worrier, Sheldon. Everything's right on target. Yeah, all right. Ciao.
Dustin. Hey, glad you're back.
Yeah. I'm sorry about Mr. Hughes, Andy.
Yeah, thanks. Why didn't you come in?
I feel funny. Everybody's in there. I'll just go to the chapel with you and John.
Good. Listen, Dustin, how was it on the ranch?
It wasn't what I thought it would be, Andy.
Hey.
Hi, Dad.
Well, what do you say we get started, huh?
All right.
Who's gonna drive?
I'm on.
You drive like a madman.
Let me drive.
You wanna drive? Can you learn to drive?
Hey, folks.
Hi.
Good to see you back. Yeah.
Hi, how are you?
Good.
Kim and the family's inside.
Oh, how is she?
She's fine, I guess. She's just fine. We're heading on down there, so, we'll see you down there, I guess.
Okay.
Okay.
Good.
Okay.
Bye.
You look real good.
Thank you. Just when I thought it was safe to write him off forever, I see him like that with Andy.
Oh, Lila, don't write him off. He's not such a bad guy.
It's too late, Casey. Granny! Oh, how are you? I stopped by earlier this morning, but you weren't here. I'm so sorry. Thank you, Lila. Your grandfather was a wonderful man. I feel so lucky just to have known him. Well, I'm going to miss him, but I'm just beginning to realize that I'm never really going to be without him.
What a wonderful birthday present to be given to you by your father. Must make you feel very, very special. Lily? What's wrong?
I don't know, Mrs. Snyder. I just get this feeling my mother's using this to try to get me home.
Oh, now, come on. Don't think the worst like that. Inheritance is a wonderful thing. Give you a lot of choices in life and real head start. I wish that I were able to give my children something like that.
Stop that. Stop that. You give them so much more. I'd give anything to be born in this family.
Yeah? Would you? Yeah. Why? Well, you know, I only make you wash the dishes and I make you go out in that barn and work. I don't know why.
You don't make me. You don't make me. I enjoy that. I like to do that.
Is that so?
Yes. Yes.
Well, if that's the case, how would you like to finish up right now? Okay? Finish up for me. I'm
Okay.
going out to the barn.
Okay, I'll be out there in a couple of minutes after I finish.
Take your time.
Okay. Yeah. Dusty, when you and Meg were out there together, did you... No. You don't have to say it. I can just tell by looking in those eyes.
Hi, Lily.
Lucinda.
Oh. Ambrose, you startled me happily.
I'm sorry. Jane isn't at her desk.
I know this place is a veritable madhouse today. I don't know where anybody is. Did you talk to my baby?
Yes, I explained to her the provisions of Martin's fund.
Yes. And how did she take to it, having her lawyer talk to her? Was she pleased?
Well, she was very surprised.
All right. Why not? Not every day. At 17, you get given $250,000.
What did she say about the birthday party?
She says she wants to talk to you about it.
Good. Good. Ambrose, you seem awfully dour. She didn't like it? She wasn't pleased to be given all that money? What's the matter with these kids? You know? What's the matter with them? Don't they know how lucky they are? Don't they know how hard people have to work all their lives? And they never put together a bundle like that?
Oh, Lucinda, she's a child. She doesn't understand the difference between...
My daughter understands a great deal more than you realize. She certainly understands all that dribble that Ivor Snyder's pumping into her. Ivor wants to turn her against me. That's why she wants her out of the farm this summer.
I think you're wrong. I think she's just trying to make Lily happy.
Yeah, it's a simple case of brainwashing. She wants to turn my daughter against me.
Lucinda, you're not making any sense. If Ivor wanted to do that, she would have told Lily by now that she's her natural mother.
This portion of As the World Turns has been brought to you by New Era Plus, protein power to cut clean through, and by Ivory Liquid. Your hands can feel soft, smooth, doing dishes the Ivory way. Stay tuned for Capital, next on most of these CBS stations. Menswear by Barney's New York. Jewelry by Barbara Vay. Join us tomorrow for As the World Turns.